Recently, I made the decision to stop covering news content. Not all of it, but if it's not a game that I'm consistently covering on the channel, example Blue Protocol, Genshin Impact, or if it's not something that's so amazing, such a crazy announcement that we just have to talk about it, or if it's not a game trailer, then I don't really want to talk about it. Well, I want to talk about it, but I don't want to make a video on it. For this, I'll make an exception, and I guess it kind of falls into the category of crazy announcement that we just have to talk about, but mainly because it's ArcheAge. Some of you are new, but some of you have been watching me since I covered ArcheAge, and I'm not talking about like 1 year ago, ArcheAge Unchained. I'm talking about 5-6 years ago, I don't know, fucking decade, when I only covered ArcheAge. This game has had its ups and downs, it's been through the fucking mud, but this is the game that made me fall in love with this genre. This is the game that got me to start making YouTube videos consistently. I don't really think there's been an MMO out there that has ticked every checkbox in what I like in a game like ArcheAge has. That has given me that much freedom. It's that one game that did it for me. The one game that ruined MMOs for me. I've definitely found games that I like and enjoy and do play on an almost daily basis, but ArcheAge is the one where a bunch of us are just like, fuck, man. So a lot of us for years have been saying, dude, fuck the current ArcheAge. Don't add another map, don't complete these maps or whatever, just make a new fucking game. Saru has posted an article on his website about an ArcheAge 2. This isn't just a rumor, it's legit, it's real. I've also seen like several videos spring up since this morning about the topic, and I've looked at the comments, and a lot of people are pessimistic about this. It's already looking pay to win. Oh, it's just gonna flop, it's just gonna fail. I don't really give a shit about that. I just really want to talk about the game itself or the announcement. Here's the thing, we're not gonna see this shit for at least 3+ years. By that time, I probably won't be making videos anymore. I don't even know if I have interest in this game at that point, but you know, let's discuss it. XL Games begins Unreal Engine 5 development for ArcheAge 2. Before you make the joke, well, I'll see you in 2038. Yes, you will. Whether you hate it or not, the name ArcheAge echoes around the worlds of the MMORPG digital universe. XL Games, a subsidiary of Cacao Games, which most players know is a publisher for Black Desert, originally released ArcheAge back in 2013, before coming into North America in 2014 under Trion Games. Trion, fuck you for what you did, but RIP to the people that lost their jobs. Of course, the game has later been passed around to Gamigo, but that's just a brief history over the game. Regardless of this, XL Games has begun development of its IP for ArcheAge 2, but with Unreal Engine 5. I'm still stuck on Unreal Engine 4. Shit's moving fast. But I guess that's good news, you know, maybe better optimization. According to a new post by the recruitment post, the team behind the ArcheAge IP is hiring new programmers and developers for its upcoming title. In fact, Jake Song, the CEO of XL Games, has stated, according to this Korean website, it has been more than 7 years since ArcheAge, which began its full service in early 2013 and has been around for more than 7 years. I wanted to create a new MMORPG that connects lineage with WoW, and I think it was a bad result in the market. It is good to hear that it received a good response from overseas, especially in North America and Europe. Not much is known about this title or what will come of it, but given that it's just essentially started development, especially in Unreal Engine 5, players should expect it in about 5 to 7 years from now. The creator of the original title seems to have 40 to 50 employees working on the title as we speak, and admits that in the original game he was greedy and was too ambitious. All we know is that the game will take place in a different time from ArcheAge, but set in a different dimension of sorts, with the lore written by the same original story creator of the first title. Maybe it will make a comeback and bring back the joy of what ArcheAge could have been, and done right. There are details set to be releasing in the first half of 2021, so hopefully that bears some news and interesting hope for Korean MMORPGs. I think that this is amazing for the MMO scene, right? It's great news. A lot of us are still stuck on how it was such a good game or had so much potential. So the announcement of a new one, that's great. And let's just say that everything goes well. It's not pay to win, the optimization is great, and it turns out to be a good game. Well, fucking good news, but 5 to 7 years, bro. 5 to 7 years. That's just a guess, but I definitely would say anywhere between 3 to 7 years it's going to take to make the game. Maybe back then I would have been excited, but also knowing we have to wait that many years makes me lose interest in anything. And I'm just speaking for myself, I'm not speaking for the community. It's the same with Lost Ark. You guys know Lost Ark. A lot of people hype this game and it looks fucking wonderful, and yes, now we have news that it's going to come to the West. Lost Ark has taken so fucking long that I don't give a shit about the game anymore. It's coming out, I think, this month in Japan. I have friends that are stationed in Japan, so I'm thinking, do I want to play Lost Ark again because I really burnt myself out playing on the Russian version, the Korean version, making multiple characters, and I didn't even hit endgame. I just got burnt out. Do I want to do it again? I'm considering it, but my hype, my excitement for the game, the oh my god, I can't wait to no life this, has went down the drain. I feel like I lived 3 different lifetimes since waiting for this shit. I don't know what goes on behind development, so I don't want to sound like a whiny bitch, but why did this take so long? I'm sure some of you out there have lost hype as well, lost hype online. There was one point where I was probably most excited for that game, and now it's like bottom of the list. Blue Protocol. I don't think they've said when they plan to release the game, but it's the same thing with that, whereas I don't think it's going to be like 5 years or anything, but I think it's going to be at least another 2 years. That's my guess. Or maybe at the end of next year. When games are announced 3+ years before they come out, it hurts, bro. It hurts to even get yourself excited for something that's going to take so long. So for me, it's like I gotta hit this off switch where it's just like, let's just forget about it. I don't even want to discuss Blue Protocol because I think of, man, how fun that game was, but oh wait, yeah, like what's gonna happen in the next 2 years? Like I might end up in a different country. I might end up losing my arms to a shark. A mega quake might happen. I don't know what the fuck's, I don't know what the future holds. I might have 10 children and then I won't have time to game. I barely have time to really get into these games anymore like I used to, and who knows what's going to happen in the future. So, you know, this is just Cry in his depressing post-announcement thoughts. I'm so sorry to put this on you guys. I just want to share how I feel about it. But yeah, I think this is great. Knowing that we're going to have to wait at least 3 years, no excitement at all. None. Talk to me once you got a trailer, once you got some gameplay showing, and then maybe I'll get excited. Great news, Jake. Cool that you're working on it, but the MMO scene is a really sad place for newer games right now. I feel like all the good shit is happening with the games that are already out. Guild Wars 2 getting another expansion. Final Fantasy 14, I think 5.3 just came out. It's always this cycle of like, new game comes out, we're all excited, and then we play it, we get let down, and we go back to what we know. The games are already solid, and they're just adding more and more. Most people end up returning to those. So yeah guys, ArcheAge 2, as far as the pay to win conversation, that's going to be a topic for every single game. It's also something that just, I'm very tired of discussing. Do we really want to argue back and forth about whether or not it's going to be pay to win in 5 years? Like, pointless, waste of breath, waste of energy. All the people who were saying it was going to happen and going off of rumors, you were right. My guess is that it will be an exciting launch. What happens afterwards, don't know. But hey, I'll see you in 3 years. Well, maybe 5, maybe 7.